Good morning, everyone. The topic name is this is Anirudh, and my teammates are Aditya and Nikhila. The topic is NLP for information retrieval. Information retrieval may be defined as a software program that deals with the organization, storage, retrieval, and evaluation of information from document repositories, particularly textual information. The system assists users in finding the information they require, but it does not explicitly return the answers of the questions. It informs the existence and location of documents that might consist of the required information. Documents that satisfy users' requirement are called relevant documents. Perfect AI system will retrieve only relevant documents. The diagram shows you the uh, user gives a query, and this feeds into AI system. The AI system searches documents indexing by indexing and the required documents will be written to AI system and gives the feedback. The feedback will be routed to the user. Information retrieval model. Mathematically, models are used in many specific areas, having objective to understand some phenomenon in the real world. A model of information retrieval predicts and explains what a user will find in relevance to the given query. A IR model consists of the following: a model for documents, a model for queries, a matching function that compares queries to documents. Mathematically, a retrieval model consists of D. Representation of all documents. R. Representation for queries. F. The modeling framework for D, Q, along with the relationship between them. R. A similarity function which orders the documents with respect to the query. It is also called ranking. Types of information retrieval model. An information model can be classified into the following three models. Classical IR model. It is simplest and easy to implement IR model. This model is based on mathematical knowledge that was easily recognized and understood as well. Boolean vector and probabilistic are the three classical IR models. Non-classic. The further will be continued by Aditya.
Hello, I'm Aditya. I'm continuing the non-classical IR model. It is completely opposite to classical IR model. Such kind of IR models are based on principles other than similarity, probability, Boolean operations. Information logic model, situation theory model, and interaction model are the examples of the non-classical IR model. Alternative IR model. It's an enhancement of classical IR model, making use of some specific techniques from some other fields, cluster model, fuzzy model, and latent semantic model. Indexing models are the examples of the alternative IR model. Design features of IR model systems. Inverted index and the primary data structure of the model of the IR systems is in the form of inverted index. We can define an inverted index as a data structure that lists for every word all documents that contain in the frequency of occurrences in the document. It makes it easy to search for hits of query word. Stop word elimination. Stop word eliminations are the high frequency words that are deemed unlikely to be useful for searching. They have less semantic weights. All such kind of words are in a list called stop list. For example, articles a, and the are the prepositions like in, of, for, at, etc. So are the examples of stop words. The size of the inverted index can be significantly reduced by stop list. As per Zipf law, other hand, sometimes the elimination of stop word may cause elimination of the term that is useful for searching. For example, if we eliminate the alphabet A from vitamin A, then it would have no significance. Stemming. Stemming is the simplified form of metaphysical analysis or morphical analysis. It is heuristic process of extracting the base form of the words by chopping off the ends of the words. For example, the words laughing, laughs, laughed would be stemmed to the root words laugh. And the Boolean model. D, a set of words that is the indexing terms present in a document. Here each term in either present 1 or absent 0. Q, a Boolean expression which terms are the index terms and operators are logical products and logical sum or and logical difference not. F, Boolean algebra over sets of terms as well as over sets of documents. If we talk about the relevance feedback, then in Boolean IR model, the relevance prediction can be defined as follows. R, a document is predicted as relevant to the query expression if and only if it satisfies the query expression as hyphen. We can explain this model by a query term as an unambiguous definition of a set of documents. For example, the query term economic defines the set of documents that are indexed with the term economic. Now, what would be the result after combining terms with Boolean and operator? It will define a document such that the set is smaller than or equal to the document sets of any of the single terms. For example, the query which terms social and economics will produce the document set of documents that are indexed with both the terms. In other words, document set will be the intersection of both of the sets. Now, what would be the result after combining terms with Boolean or operator? It will define a document set that is bigger than or equal to the document set of any of the single terms. For example, the query with terms social or economic will produce the document set of documents that are indexed with either the term of social or economics. In the words, in the other words, the document set with the union of both of the sets. Next, my friend Nicola will continue.
Yeah, I'll be continuing from here. Uh, the advantages of the Boolean model. The advantage of the Boolean model are as follows. The simplest model, which is based on the sets, easy to understand and implement. It only retrieves exact matches. It gives the user a sense of control over the system. Disadvantages of the Boolean model. The disadvantages of the Boolean model are as follows. The model similarity function is Boolean, hence there would be no partial matches. This can be annoying for the users. In this model, the Boolean operator usage has much more influence than a crucial word than a critical word. The query language is expressive, but it is complicated too. No ranking for a retrieved documents. Vector space model. Due to the above disadvantages of the Boolean model, Gerard Salton and his colleagues suggested a model which is based on Luhman's similarity criterion. The similarity criterion formulated by Luhman's states that the more two representations agreed in given elements and their distribution, the higher would be the probability of their representing similar information. Consider the following important points to understand more about the vector space model. The index representations, documents, and the queries are considered as vectors embedded in a high-dimensional Euclidean space. The similarity measure of a document vector to a query vector is usually the cosine of the angle between them. Vector space representation with query and document. The query and documents are represented by two-dimensional vector space. The terms are car and insurance. There is one query and three documents in the vector space. The top-ranked document in response to the terms car and insurance will be the document D2 because the angle between Q and D2 is the smallest. The reason behind this is that both the concepts car and insurance are salient in D2 and hence have the high weights on the high weights. On the other side, D1 and D2 D1 and D3 also mention both the terms, but in each case, one of them is not a certainly important term in the document. Thank you.